huge welcome back to the channel. Thanks again for checking this out. If you haven't, please consider hitting that subscribe button. As always, to hear about the very latest videos, click the bell notification and give the video a thumbs up if you like it, because it really does help me build this channel and broaden out the reach as far as we possibly can. Now, this week we're talking all about supercharging. And before we get into that, I just thought I'd make mention of the EV grant. This car will now cost you £3,000 more to buy than it did last week. And the reason for that is the government changed the EV grant. In fact, now cars only under £25,000 are eligible for a reduced grant of £2,500. In fact, the cars looking at the government's website right now are on Citroens, DS's, Hondas, Hyundais, Kias, Mazdas, MGs, Mini Electrics, Nissans, Peugeots, Seats, Skodas, Vauxhalls and Volkswagens. There's no mention of a Tesla. However, a little tip for you, if you are thinking of getting yourself into a Tesla, is check out Tesla's inventory page. Tesla's inventory page is knocking £2,500 off the cost of a Tesla off their page. They're virtually new or just registered vehicles, so definitely worth considering. And as always, if you are thinking of getting into a Tesla, consider using someone's referral link. If you don't know anyone with a referral link, please use mine. And it's a big thank you to those of you who have used my referral link. A few of you have in the last few weeks. I really appreciate it. It will give both you 1,000 free supercharge miles, as well as the person's link whose you use. Now, the great thing for me is if you are using my referral link, it really helps me out because I'm going to be doing a lot more miles in this Tesla, and obviously it makes it a little bit more cost effective for me. So please, if you can consider using my link, it really does help. It's all in the descriptions below. Now, I've been running the battery down a little bit this week. I haven't been plugging it in, and the reason for that is I want to take this to the supercharger for the very first time. The great thing is we're going to be talking you through all the supercharging process, everything you need to consider before taking your car to a supercharger. So I'll tell you what, let's get into it. So before we head off to the supercharger, we need to tell the car that's exactly what we're doing. So we click on the map, you'll get this icon down in the left-hand corner, and you click on the charging symbol. It brings up the nearby chargers, and we want to go to Kiel northbound charger. So we click on that, and that will set it up for us. So it's telling us exactly where to go, and you can see it's preconditioning the battery for fast charging when it gets there. And off we go. So here I am now pulling up at the supercharger stalls themselves. A really good thing and a good tip to remember is not to pull up beside any other cars at superstores, because you'll tend to find that they're on the same stall number as you. And as I'll explain later in the video, you want to try and avoid pulling up at the same stall number as another car. Now you'll see the rubber ramp attached to the ground, the little stopper. You want to rest your back tyres up just against that. And that will mean you've got just the right amount of flex on the stool to reach to your charger. So there you can see it backing just up nicely onto that ramp itself. Let's get back to the video. So we've got here at the supercharge stalls at the services. As you can see, all the stalls are empty at the moment. And so that gives us a good liberty to go wherever we want. One thing to bear in mind though, if you are coming to the superchargers, is if you've got another car on the same stall number as you want to probably steer clear if you can and go to an alternative number. The reason for that is the chargers stalls share the same electricity supply. So if you're on the same charger stall number as another car, you're going to get a reduced efficiency in terms of the speed of your charge. Once you're at the chargers, you need to have a look at the different types. We've got two types on this stall. We've got a type 2 and we've got the one we want is the CCS type charger. There's a bit of a knack to getting the chargers out of the stall. You need to give them a bit of a wiggle and it comes loose. Once you've got your charger, press the button as you would at home. That opens up the charge port. You'll get a steady light showing on the car itself, indicating it's looking for a charger. Put your charger in quite heavily and it'll go dark blue and start to flash. That's actually indicating that the car is handshaking with the charger, and all we're doing now is waiting for that to go a steady green as it handshakes with the car. It's taken quite a while actually today. There you go, we've got a green flashing light now indicating that it's now charging. So time now, I think, for a coffee, a quick toilet break, and then we'll be able to get on our way. So once we're away, we're able to keep a good check on the car's progress via the mobile app. As you can see, we're able to identify exactly how the charging progress was getting on. In fact, what you can do is you can get a notification via your phone of exactly when the charging has neared completion. That's exactly what we got. So we headed back to the car, and as you can see, we were at 90% charged now and just coming up to completion. It's worth noting that you don't want to leave your car on the stalls idle, because what Tesla will do is, in fact, if you're not back within a couple of minutes, they'll start charging you for just being at a stall, leaving it idle. So it was quite important that we got ourselves back to the car to disconnect ourselves from the stall. In fact, that's exactly what we're going to show you now. So let's get back to the video. We've finished charging. Now all we're going to do is return the charge port to the stall. You see the charging is complete because you've got a steady green light. All you do to remove the charger is press and hold the button until you get a steady light, and then you can remove that and just drop it back in the stall. Your charge port will automatically close, and that's it. You're done. You're ready to go. So that's supercharging for you. If you've enjoyed watching the video, please consider giving it a thumbs up. If you haven't, hit the subscribe button and click the bell notification to hear about all my future videos. If you're thinking of getting in a Tesla, again, consider using someone's referral link so you benefit from 1,000 free supercharging miles as well. If you haven't got a phone with a link, then you're more than welcome to. Please consider using mine. I'll pop it in the description details below for you. Until next time, thanks for watching.